Thanks for our audience. Okay, here we go. The Funky Podcast. The Funky Podcast. The Funky Podcast. The Funky Podcast. Get off the loo.
It's funkin' time.
Get off your shoes.
Funkalicious.
And listen up to me and Sean and Vaughn and whatever. Talk about Tish.
Funkular.
Funky Podcast.
Funktastic.
Funky Podcast.
I'm gonna funk all over your ears.
Funky Podcast.
Funkalicious.
Funky Podcast. Okay. Hi. Yeah, welcome to the Funky Podcast. My name is Kieran.
And we are here today to discuss something, as we have done the last 3 episodes, and we will very likely do the next subsequent however many we do.
Yes. So, Sean, what are we going to talk about today?
You know, I think that's a lot of pressure you're putting on me right now. We're like, okay, I'll say it. We are talking about memes, this very new and underground thing that's been mainstream for 15 years or more.
Wow, that sounds absolutely incredible.
It is incredible.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of wonderful memes out there, but there are a lot of really crap ones too. And I definitely have been prone to see the crap ones, and you know, a lot of them are just, you know, it's like the internet. 90% of it is absolute shit, but there is that 10% that's absolutely hilarious and brilliant and will continue to be, you know, relatable and funny and all that. So
yeah, as Filthy Frank once said, there are good memes and there are bad memes. Why has God abandoned us?
yeah, of course. So what kind of part of it would you kind of be? I guess we can start from the start, actually.
Yeah.
You know, the dawn of memes. Now, I didn't actually know what a meme was. I knew of like funny pictures with text. That's literally, I didn't know that was called a meme. I just said, funny picture with text. You know, there was like, you know, that picture of the angry baby or something.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, you'd see like, you know, when blah, blah, blah happens to blah, blah, blah. And you, you know, it's funny.
Ha ha ha, I do that.
And yeah, and then I was actually looking up what the first meme was. Apparently, it was actually that dancing baby that was created on that software in the 90s, I believe.
Yeah.
That was the first one.
Fittingly, it started with a baby.
Yeah, and yeah, no, I think very, very... that was the first visual meme, but the one, I think, it was during like some war or something. Someone made like a drawing and that was considered as the first meme. I'm not sure what it was, but it's very like something your granddad would tell you about or something.
Yeah, he'd be like sitting me down to talk about his days in the war when him and his comrades were just out in the battlefield sharing memes as they fought off the Germans.
Of course. So after that, then we kind of, especially when we got prone to the internet, we got into some stuff like there's a whole history of memes and things like that, and you know, they impact our culture in really, really positive ways, especially during a pandemic or in other things where memes would be a way of escape for the terrible things going on in our world in general. You know, with the election and stuff like that, you'd see election memes, and you know, and some of them are in good taste and will make you sort of laugh, or when that slap happened at the Oscars, the amount of memes that were created out of that was uh, infinite. You know, it's
Yeah.
really, really good stuff going on. What's your opinion on all of this kind of thing?
I think you've hit the nail on the head right there. That they can be a form of escape. Like sometimes, yeah, just like I'd see like I don't know, I'd see a meme of like all that Chris Rock slap Will Smith's Chris Rock stuff, and then like in the midst of everything, I'd just be like, I wish I could live in this world instead of the real world. I wish I could live in this like slap happy world that this meme has created. And yeah, they can also be used to share opinions in a lot of ways. Some can share opinions in a funny way. Some can just do it in a, I don't know, kind of a lazy way. Like, when they have like the Chad versus the Virgin memes nowadays. And it's just like, I guess like first off, my opinion on those is like, at first they were kind of good, but now they're so overused. And I feel like they're just used to share an opinion without actually saying anything funny.
Which memes are that again?
Oh, it's the one where it's like, it's like the chatter. It's like the guy with the beard and he's like blonde and everything. And then there's the other guy who's like crying and he has like, he looks like a little nerdy fella. And it's just, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
those just feel a bit uninspired at this point.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's really interesting though how memes change over time and the culture of it. You
For
know
sure.
what I mean? I remember the internet was just full of funny cat videos
Yeah,
of
yeah.
cats playing the piano and the laughing compilation of people laughing.
Yeah.
That's a great video.
All the cat videos truly like back in those days we were just drowning in pussy. We were right up there in all that pussy.
Yes. And yeah, there was just so much that kind of happened, and then we had the dawn of the YTP.
Oh yeah, no, the classics. Still very relevant today, I would argue, because like, there's a lot of like content now that's like even if people don't technically call it a YTP, it's still very much got the same DNA.
Yeah, no, there was if you don't know what a YTP is basically, it stands for YouTube poop, and what it is are basically movies that are edited, or television shows or YouTubers or any sort of video basically just edited in a funny way. So basically it is just a meme compilation of funny edits, some not so funny, but some very, very funny. And yeah, like for example, they take something like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and would edit some sort of either inappropriate kind of thing for that television show and kind of make it sort of funny and kind of in context with it. It's some are, it's like everything. Some are great, some aren't. And yeah, no, that arguably the YTP culture is still relevant to this day. It's just in kind of a smaller scale, even though they don't call them YTP. Some people still do, but some
Yeah.
people don't. They're just kind of funny edits. And, there are a lot of good ones out there that really do cause the funnies and the bellies. Especially, I was talking to you about that Darth Vader video.
Yeah.
Of, it was a clip from The Empire Strikes Back where I believe it was Admiral Piet came to Vader to tell him about a deflector shield, and they've taken the footage, and while he's in the middle of a sentence, Vader like shuts down his shuttle thing and then like opens it again, and then he continues talking and then he shuts it down again, and it's kind of like back and forth. It's very well done. It's very good.
Yeah.
I think there was another edit of Han Solo, and while he's being tortured, he's forced to listen to "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" by Shania Twain, which is kind of funny. And yeah, there's many other, especially with Star Wars, a lot of them are really, really good. There's a lot of funny memes, especially in like the Star Wars culture. Even though if you've never seen any of the films, you will definitely have heard one of the quotes from either online somewhere. That being, just a genuine quote from a meme or something like that.
Yeah, no, very ingrained into pop culture in general. You're unlikely to have not been exposed to something Star Wars related. Like, if you're ever, if you like, if for example, like you're an orphan, shout out to all the orphans out there listening. But like, if you're an orphan and then like someone comes in to adopt you and they say like, "I'm your father now," you can just like clap back there and say, "Haha, sick Star Wars reference." And yeah, and they can convince you like all they want that it's just like that not everything has to be a reference and to stop being so obsessed with like things that aren't real. But to that I say no. And you should say no too. Would you
Uh,
agree?
I agree. Yes, I do. It's very interesting though. Like, a lot of memes. Some people kind of take it the wrong way with some memes that happen out there. At first, when you hear a song and it becomes a meme, some people are like, "Oh, well, that means it's a stupid song. It's a silly song. It's, you know, kind of a ridiculous song." Like, I believe "Down with the Sickness" by Disturbed became a meme. Yeah, and then Rick Astley, "Never Gonna Give You Up." Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Since you did that one, I had to do it.
Of course.
Sorry. And a lot of people kind of take that the wrong way. It doesn't mean they're necessarily bad songs. Those are just things that people chose. And it's the same with movies, because really, really good films become memes. It's just, I believe in the sense that anything can become a meme. It
Yeah.
just matters what kind of gets trending on the Reddits or the popular way. And especially now with the app TikTok, it's very, very much a really, really good place to kind of get something out there fast. It's really surprising like how fast it can like gain followers and gain views and stuff like that. It's incredible.
Yeah, like anything can become a meme. Like you can upload you can like go out there and like upload a touching video of a speech you gave at a wedding or at your grandmother's funeral, and like 2 days later, for all you know, like they'll be making YTPs of that, and like you have nothing to do, you have no control over it. I think that's very beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's someone could take footage of anything, and if there's enough words in there, they can make you sing Smash Mouth, and it's really strange how some things kind of catch on, like the Shrek stuff. When I was growing up, Shrek was just a movie.
Same.
He was just a character I very much had a very, very good escape with, and
Yeah.
really, really enjoyed.
Yeah,
and
when I was a
adored.
kid, I looked at Shrek and I said like, man, this is like a fantastic pair, because like there's only two films out at the time. This is a fantastic pair of films. I sure hope in years to come nobody like uploads a video with them having sex with Shrek.
Yeah,
But if only I knew what I was in for.
yeah, and I'd recommend to people, and I'm being very serious about this. When you go see a movie and you hear either a quote or you see a certain scene that is either a meme or something, I think it's important to remember that that's not what makes the movie. What matters is the thing as a whole. You know what I mean? It's like Shrek to me is still a really, really wonderful film, and I
Same.
don't care about oh, it's so weird, like, oh, like, oh, Shrek this, Shrek is life, Shrek is love, all that kind of thing. And it's it's important to kind of you forget about that. You have that kind of disconnect. Like, there's a lot of funny things out there with that movie as well, but I think as a whole, what matters is the movie on its own. And I think that's really important to just remember that there's a lot of creativity that went into that film. Especially one of the best escape scenes of any film is the escape scene where they escape from the Dragon's Keep. It's like up there as like my top three escape scenes in a cinematic history, in my opinion. I think it's absolutely terrific. It's the score, the sound, everything, just stuff like that is what made the movie, and it's not because of it becoming a meme and stuff like that, and it really frustrates me, I don't think drawings are really like pandering towards to kind of create a meme culture. I don't know about today because I haven't seen the new ones. I don't think they are really like pandering at like some sort of meme culture too much, but they will like throw like hints and nods here and there to kind of create some weirdness. But I think they always like tell stories and stuff like that, and it doesn't just go apply for DreamWorks. It applies to a lot of the movies out there that do become memes, like Infinity War, or some Marvel properties or Star Wars properties. I think they just have a certain thing where the story at the end of the day at its core is what's important, and I think it's important to kind of be engaged with story and with the characters and stuff like that instead of
don't meme too hard.
Yeah, and I'm not saying don't meme at all. That's completely the question. Meme all day.
Meme
I love
responsibly.
it. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what I'm really like trying to say. It's just
that's just me every day.
It's just frustrating to me. I'm not going to name his name, but he said, "Oh, that's become such a meme or something," and I'm like, yeah, but like that doesn't mean anything, because what matters is at its core that it's still the same film that we saw all those years ago, and it's still having that impact. I think Shrek has impacted me more nowadays because I've seen many films years after that have tried to capture that same magic but failed to do so because there was a certain charm to it and there was a certain energy to that and stuff. Like, I'd prefer to watch Shrek more than any cine pictures, le cinéma and all that kind of thing, black and white images. And I don't know, it's just you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I definitely know. I'm like, yeah, it's like the one thing like I don't get is when people say Shrek is just a meme, which is like the only reason like it became a meme, or at least like I think a big part of the reason it became a meme was because people actually liked it in the first place. So like, I don't think like, oh, it's a meme. It's like is actually a real criticism. Like, especially because like, okay, if you're criticizing the film for being a meme, like you're criticizing it for something that fans of it did afterwards, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's I think I don't know, like I think that's a stupid criticism.
Yeah, and it doesn't just apply for Shrek, it applies for basically any film that became a meme, really. Like a lot of the Netflix stuff becomes a meme here and there. It's literally anything really that just kind of trends or catches on or something. Like what was that movie Bird Box with Sandra Bullock?
Oh yeah.
It was like, obviously her blind or something.
Blindfolded.
Yeah. And that became a sort of meme or something like that. And, it's always the animated stuff that catches on, or superhero films, or...
Yeah.
And I don't know if it will, but I did an edit of the movie Spiderwick with a scene of Clint Eastwood giving out to the goblins.
Yeah, that was good.
And it's kind of, people in the comments are talking about, oh my god, I remember Spiderwick. Oh my god, I haven't seen that movie in years. I remember it being weird. And like, it's kind of, I guess in a good way, it's kind of giving people like a memory of, when that movie came out, and they're like, they'll revisit that good film, hopefully now.
Yeah.
Like if that becomes a meme, I'll be very happy. But you know what I mean. It's really interesting that the whole kind of meme culture and stuff like that. Sometimes it kind of impacts negatively. You know, a lot of negativity going on in the world, like a lot of political things, and like people really take discomfort in that, especially like if it's such a serious topic and people are like giving it way, kind of giving out way joking about this serious topic, and sometimes people kind of need it. I'd argue people need that sort of escape, that
For
sort of
sure.
thing, and to be able to laugh, but not laugh too hard. You know what I mean? And realize that it's still a serious thing. You know. But yeah, that's kind of the whole culture really of it.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, like going back to like what you said just now, about like with all people like I don't know, like for example, like all people like remembering Spiderwick because you read it, you made it on TikTok, and it's yeah, and I think that's quite nice because like that's kind of like similar thing for me with like certain films, like B movie is a big one, or it's
Mhm.
like I loved it as a kid, and like when it started becoming a meme, like I actually like anime, it made me reminisce fondly on it, and then look back on it, and honestly, like I like it more nowadays than when I was a kid. I mean, just because like I have like like I know like how writing works. I mean, I'd like to think I do, and I know like writing works, and I can actually like appreciate
Yeah.
all the kind of ways it like subverts like tropes and everything in like a
Yeah.
pretty unique way. Like
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I was just like, yeah,
Yeah. I
bees.
was the same. Um. Yeah, and there's I was like that with Shark Tale as well.
Yeah.
Um, I I watched some of it one time. I must have been in like a really bad mood, and I was like, oh no, um, I don't know if this kind of holds up. But when I watched the whole film again, I still like appreciate some of the stuff in it, and I appreciate some of the things, and when there is certain memes of that film, it's still when the quote happens. It was the same with they're taking the hobbits to Isengard, with that scene, and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, like it's
It's
such a
the
normal line.
thing
Yeah,
from the
it's the
thing.
thing of the thing, and it, you still kind of, there's that DiCaprio
Hmm.
meme where he's pointing at the telly, like,
And like ironic that like now when people watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, they're gonna have that same reaction to it. It's like on
sorry, no, it's like when I think it's like in Rocky Balboa where he's like your man points at him and like Rocky
Yeah.
points back. It's like everyone like pointing at their telly.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, um, yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Like everyone like saying hello there as well when
Oh yeah.
Obi-Wan's about to say it and stuff. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Kenobi.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, no, there's like so many um sort of things that kind of catch on, and then there's like really really annoying ones that don't catch on at all. I remember there was a dancing hot dog. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that one that never really did it for me. That one.
It never did it for me. Barely anybody. It like showed up for about five days, and then we never saw him again.
Yeah.
And there's this whole thing about dead memes. I'm like, are memes really dead though? Like, ever?
Yeah.
Because some sort of quote or something will become relevant down the line. There is no such thing as a dead meme, in my opinion. It will always
Yeah.
come back. It will always be there. It will never go away.
Yeah, no, like Shrek memes are like they've been around for like 10 years now. And
Yeah.
they still feel very relevant. I feel like Shrek memes kind of evolved because like at first they were kind of making fun of the film.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just me like talking at my ass. Like I could be wrong
Yeah.
about this. I wasn't, I wasn't in depth in the meme culture to understand all that. But yeah, I feel like at first they're making fun of the film,
Mm.
but gradually over time, like people like ironically started liking it, like they like ironically like made it out to be like better film than it is. But then like people realize like, wait, no, it is actually a good film, and that's kind of where we're at now. Because like I think all the Shrek memes coming out now, like despite being memes, I feel like there is a genuine love for Shrek behind them, which I think actually
Yeah.
makes them better.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like the same way about like random tangent, but like I feel the same way about like Drake and Josh memes.
Yeah.
Because like anytime I see a Drake and Josh meme, there's like always people in the comments like talking about like I know how much they love the show and everything. It's like like I like that. There's always like some like sincerity behind the memes for this.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they've necessarily become a proper meme, but you remember the Olsen twins?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was they had made a lot of movies, and they made a lot of television stuff, and it was, looking back at it, it's like very kind of Disney Channel, Nickelodeon for that era. I'm not sure what, must have been like ABC or one of those kind
Yeah.
of American stations, or made by some of those studios.
And I think what a lot of those are like a kind of, they're very like, they seem kind of in that kind of comfort food sort of thing. They feel like, that kind of, the movies that, the kind of family comedies that used to come out around, like their Happy Feet, or, like, oh God, they just seem like genuine sort of things that you would put on, for the
Absolutely.
family or the kids, or, especially if you had, especially at that time. And there's a certain thing where people kind of look at those as like kind of cheesy, and you could be right in saying that, but a lot of people kind of make fun of them in the sense of making fun of it, and should you like show that to your kid or something, and it's, I don't know, it just becomes like a certain thing, if someone has like a genuine love for it or a genuine enjoyment of it, and is enjoying it with their kid, and like people are like, oh, but it's bad or something like that. It just becomes a bit, it wasn't set out to kind of be weird or be this kind of thing. It was just set out to just be this family thing that people can watch, and that's all it was. And I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's better than the shit that you'd see on Disney Channel today. If you
Yeah.
watch back at some of the stuff, it seems pretty funny enough, like the sitcom sort of style. It's better than, well, in my opinion, anyway. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on that whole thing? Kind of determining between, like, it's kind of the same really with Shrek, I guess.
Yeah.
It's definitely around that sort of thing.
Yeah, no, because like when I see people like making memes with like all those old like childhood films, like like I mean, also like mentioned Mary Kate and Ashley ones. There's also like a lot of the old like Disney Channel movies as well, like I know you Camp Rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
When I see people like making me, or like Good Burger, I mean, thinking like yeah, that's one, like Good Burger is a good one as well. Like it's like
There was a couple of Good Luck Charlie as well.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like they are funny. Like like
Yeah.
there are some things where like you'd just like see Bob or something that's like or something like that. It's like, I don't know, like your man like dancing, and it's like all grainy. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah, no, it was like
MLG, smoke weed,
God.
all that
ML
kind of thing. Yeah.
MLG, yeah. But yeah, no, like it's like some people like make memes of all that, and it's just like, like it's not done like really to criticize them. Like nobody's like looking back on those saying like, oh yeah, it's like a masterpiece in writing or anything. Like I mean, if they do say that, they're probably joking and everything. But it's like,
Yeah.
what's important is like the emotional impact it made on the person when they watched it. That's like that like keeps it in their memories today. I think that's
Yeah.
that's what's most
Yeah.
important. Like not to get caught up in like. What is it? But so and so? It's like yeah, but it's like nobody's like pretending that they're anything that they're not. I think.
Yeah. And that kind of goes with I remember when I was doing film in college, and I was only there for a little bit, but I remember having this discussion with
someone at that point they were on about in the news that we got was they are in discussion on rebooting The Princess Bride.
Hmm.
And this was a couple of years ago. And sorry, there are people getting murdered.
Shut
Next door.
up, people.
Yeah. And there was a certain someone that was obsessed with The Princess Bride and loved that film, rightly so. And there was someone that kind of defended it, saying, "No, that's not. It's cheesy. It's stupid." And this was someone that was obsessed with like cine pictures and cinema and all this kind of thing. And there's a certain thing where people are like, "Oh, animated movies aren't real films. They are just kind of entertainment for childhood minds, and it's all bullshit," which is not true. Like a lot of them
No.
kind of
No.
connect with lots of people, and they are made for everybody. And it's just to say, if something is become a meme or has become a certain thing as a joke, or kind of like that, it's okay to like that thing, even though it's kind of people make fun of it all the time. It's there for your own enjoyment. I think you should be allowed to watch it as for what it was created for, rather than what something the representation of it that it has online on the internet. You know what I mean? Like if you look up Shrek online and you're like genuinely interested in seeing the movie, someone that hasn't seen it, and they just see all these odd looking pictures that may show up online, or videos, hello there and all that. Like,
Oh, hello there.
I used to go down and my donkey was fuck. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's it kind of it could sort of create a bit of a disconnect to actually watch that sort of thing. So I would just say it's to anyone that's like interested in seeing sort of any sort of property that has become a sort of a joke, or has become that sort of thing, that it's okay. You can check these kind of things, especially if you're really young and stuff and you haven't watched Shrek or any of the childhood movies from that era. Like I'd feel free to go back and check some stuff out, 'cause a lot of that stuff is really good. So
For sure. Yeah, no, I definitely I'd agree. I don't like it when memes can overtake something, and then it's that becomes their reputation, because a lot of the time it just leads to other people misassuming things about them, and then disliking them based on that, and it's just
yeah,
don't do that, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here.
Definitely, yeah. And it's, I don't know. it's just such a it's a really really sort of interesting thing, though, with a lot of things that people see nowadays, rather than things that were created before. And it's really really interesting how a lot of old stuff becomes memes, and sometimes it's really really good, especially if you've never heard of something, but then when it catches on, you're like, oh, what's this, and sometimes it's a good way to kind of market it in a way. And I would imagine that some people in the marketing team, or in any sort of team or something, will create memes just to build up hype for the property or the movie that is about to be either announced or be made or something like that. I would imagine there are people in the industry that do that, which is a really, really smart kind of thing to do, 'cause
Yeah.
that's where a lot of the kids are nowadays.
Yeah, I've seen like and they call it astroturfing or something. I think they call it some weird like that. But yeah, where it's like no, like studios will like pay people to make memes about the film and as advertisement, which like a lot of people like think that's what happened with if you remember Fast and Furious 9 last year. If you don't remember that, I don't blame you. But yeah, then like when that film was coming out, there was like all of a sudden like out of nowhere like this whole big like family meme with like Dominic Toretto came about,
Yeah,
and like
I remember.
a lot of people thought that was kind of suspicious.
Mm.
It was just like everywhere overnight, like coincidentally as soon as the new film was coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
There was- Yeah, there's a lot of that sort of thing. Like there was a lot of buzz about the Emoji Movie, if you remember that. Like it was,
how could I forget?
yeah, that was it was like online a lot. Like it was kind of
Yeah.
everywhere, and everybody knew about it and stuff like that, and everybody was talking about it. Cats as well, Cats 2019.
Oh,
Even though people didn't watch it, people were like me, were kind of intrigued to see it, and yeah, it was definitely a lot of that kind of thing that kind of catches on, and sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad.
yeah,
But what I will say is, no matter what meme or what stars or what kind of shows are around the certain property, the reason why a lot of these movies do so well isn't because there are memes for it. It isn't because there is a certain actor or actress or someone a part of the project. It's because somehow it's resonated with the audience and the people that have gone to see it, and it captures something. Like you can't convince someone to see a movie 10 times. You just can't. You can't
yeah, no,
brainwash someone to do that. It's obviously that it's connected with them in some way and they have a relationship with this. And even though it's not a cine picture or whatever you call, and it's not arts and it's all that kind of thing, even if, you can like argue whatever it is, if it's connected with someone and it's a good story that has brought them joy, then you shouldn't argue with that.
yeah, no. I see a lot of people say the same thing like music sometimes, where it's like, I know like a lot of people like would accuse like this is just like a random example. Like a lot of people like would accuse like Billie Eilish as someone of just being like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, she's just pushed by the industry.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
she's just
that's
like
great.
they're just forcing her and everyone. But it's like, I mean, like even if that was true, and it's like, it doesn't really seem like it seems very questionable that that's even true in the first place. But like
Yeah.
even if it was like yeah, they could market her all they want. They could like push it on the radio, but like the reality is like they couldn't force anyone to like actually love her music. And like I think like I think like literally like there was like so much proof out that like there are millions and millions of people that like love her music, and like no amount of like marketing can actually like make that happen. So
That is true. Yeah.
even if like she was like an industry plan, whatever they call her in the beginning, like that doesn't matter anymore because like there's a reason she's still around.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I fundamentally very much agree with that. I mean, she gets people in at the concerts and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
she really has made a name for herself and stuff like that, and a lot of people have like caught on in the industry and stuff like that, and have got on well, not because of any sort of thing that is written down. And like a lot of people are so obsessed with that idea that studios are just these like probably there are, and people can't talk about that because they will never work again. That's why they can't talk about it. I'm sure
Yeah.
they would love to talk about it, but they just
100%.
genuinely can't diss on anyone because they'll never create anything again, and they won't be able to advance their careers. But there's certain like artists and stuff like that that I even dislike, but I can't help but say that they are obviously doing a wonderful job if they are still relevant to this day, and they're still getting people loving them and talking about their music, and you know, getting into them and stuff like that. And it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, even like with memes, whatever meme kind of makes you laugh, unless it's like, you know, absolute cruelty or you know, anything like that. You know, whatever kind of connects with you, that's okay. You know, if you find it funny, and whatever you kind of enjoy. Like there was that man who adores Dua Lipa. It was this old guy and this old gentleman, and he was like really, really amped and very excited. And to fair play to her, she reacted to it and was very happy that he was so, you know, full of love and joy and stuff like that, of a genuine heart for that. And I think that's really nice to see. And you know, there's this whole thing as well of like meme culture where they will kind of degrade someone, especially Star Wars fans nowadays. There was I'll talk about two things. The first one I'll talk about that happened around the time of Mandalorian season 2, and one that happened when the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer dropped. Okay, so the first one is of Star Wars Theory. He kind of became a bit of a meme, and a bit of people were making fun of him on the internet. Even like one of the writers from like one of the books or something from Lucasfilm. Yeah. No, mate, like this cunt. Like, sorry. He put that picture of him crying on his stream, on his cover picture on Twitter.
That seems a bit unprofessional.
It is unprofessional, and it wasn't a joke. Some people pretend that it was an actual joke, and he was like, "Oh no, it's fine. You know, he was just having a laugh. I think he's misunderstood." That's such a dick move to do. Like, who would do that? Like, I wouldn't do that to my friend. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that to you if you cried on a stream. Like,
Right,
I'd probably
same.
like, no, like, why would you do that, Pablo? Why? Anyway, so.
Did he even know like what he was crying about? Because like that could like really change the context a
Oh
lot.
no. So it was a stream of him watching the finale of season 2 of Mandalorian,
Oh.
and it was Luke Skywalker with his lightsaber, and he has a really, really big connection to Luke.
Yeah.
Theory. And some people just thought it was absolutely somehow hilarious that he was crying, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever,
He's
because
just-
a lot of people got emotional over that.
Yeah, he's just like, I mean, he's being like sentimental like in front of you, which I think is like very respectable.
No, he has a really, really big connection to Star Wars, to Luke, to Anakin, to so many characters in that. And then some people just throw him under the bus just because he's a guy reacting to it. It doesn't matter, you know. He's
Yeah.
a guy. If you don't like him, fuck off. Don't watch that. You know, it's just so irritating to me that you will go out of your way to do something like that. Especially to someone so humble and down to earth with that sort of thing. And you know, it wasn't just that creative, but it was like other people around that, and like Lucasfilm didn't really reach out to him that much. It was actually some people online that actually did reach out to him, and fair play to them. But you know, it's just so annoying that people would like make fun of that fan. And then like if some people think if he was female, then they would have been like, oh, she's so brave or something. But then we get to this. So the second one is the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer came out, and this girl got overly emotional. She was in Star Wars Theory's fan film. Actually, she played Padme in it.
Good for her.
And yeah, she seems really invested in Star Wars, invested in the world, and yeah, she seems like a really, really genuine person. I can't remember what her name is for the life of me. I think it's like Catherine Lasalle. Sal. I'm probably butchering the name. Apologies for that, but basically she cried during it, got overly emotional with it, and Howard Stern from his talk. You know who Howard Stern is, don't you?
Yeah.
So
Wasn't expecting him to show up.
okay, so he has a radio podcast in the American radio
In the US of A.
in the USA, and living in the USA. And then
in the USA.
he was on about Obi-Wan Kenobi and all this, and it's so stupid. You know, there's a lot of sweaty men that live in their basement and have loads of like Star Wars toys around and sit in Star Wars pajamas, and they're all crazy. But did you know there's actually like young women, young, really cute women that also do this? And like he was on about this, and he actually played the clip on his radio show of her crying, and like basically like slammed her on like the radio, which is kind of mental. Like, why would you like give out about someone's happiness? Like, what's that?
Why
about?
does that bother him at all?
I have no idea. Like, it's just so
Like I can like
mad.
Like I feel like I don't know, like I don't mind like if you're gonna joke about something like that, sure, like I think you should like I think if you're gonna do that, like, and you're gonna play the clip, like ask permission for the person, but like I doubt he actually even did that.
No, he didn't. And this is the best part. Her mother called in on the radio.
Shit.
And Catherine did a reaction to it. It's fantastic.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, it's really good. I'll send it to you. Yeah, it's really really. It was such an interesting vibe, and she didn't know about it because she was in bed and she just woke up to a lot of messages.
Oh my god.
No, bless her. She's really really. She was really humble about it as well, and fair play to her mom for actually ringing in and stuff.
Yeah.
Just defending her and stuff.
I would hope that if I would hope my mother would defend me if Howard Stern like blasted me live on air.
And if she didn't, I would too. I would ring and give out to Mr. Stern. Here, fella! What the fuck you saying to my friend Sean?
Yeah, you'd give him a stern talking to. Ho ho.
Yeah. And before that, you know, it actually did become a meme, and this is like one of the worst ones. It was a kid that saw the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker trailer. Oh god, it's always the trailers and the actual streams. But basically, this guy was like really emotional. Like he was like screaming and stuff, and there was definitely like a genuine excitement for it, but it definitely wasn't put on. It definitely felt genuine, but people really like took to this one. This is actually really like sad how much this guy was being slammed by people, and it like they like put his like face in a meme, and like I think they had that quote from Red Letter Media: consume product and consume and all this stuff, and people like waving their hands at the thing like, oh, you're a Disney show, you're a Lucas. It's just like he's watching something that has a genuine excitement for. What is your problem with that? There is absolutely nothing. And like this whole thing that you're like trying to get a studio down just because you're not satisfied with it or whatever is just completely crazy to me. Like I don't understand that.
You said he was a kid, right? Like how old was he?
I'm not sure. Like he was young enough. Like I don't think he was like 10 or something, but he seemed pretty young anyway. He seemed
again like I say this like I'm hoping like most of the people like making those memes are under 18 anyway, but there's like probably some like actual like grown ass men like who do like imagine being like what motivates you to like look at like a child being happy about something and think like what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's just like shut up.
Yeah. No, it's really really crazy to me.
Let him be.
Mm-hmm. And like I will come, you know,
I've had that sort of thing where, I'd see like the Batwoman like trailer or something like that, and sometimes I may be a bit kind of overly sort of critical of like a clip or out of context stuff or a meme, and I'm like, oh, this looks silly, but I will kind of defend that studio and say that I didn't really have any right to do that because I haven't actually seen the full show in its full context, so you can't really judge it that way, and I probably judged it too harshly. And I think I feel the same with like the Titans television show. People saw that meme and that trailer.
Yeah, they like a lot of people like to this day like only see the show as fuck Batman.
It's literally, it was that one line in that first episode, literally, and it was only in that first episode. I think it was the first scene, and like people like looked at that and were just like, no, I'm not watching this.
And I'll admit, like when I first saw the trailer, and this was like when it was just the trailer, like the show hadn't even come out at that point. Like I also looked at that and thought like, oh no, this doesn't look good. But I mean, I still haven't seen it myself, so I can't judge for sure. But like, no, I definitely know. Like, I was probably too harsh on it because I do know there's lots of people, yourself included, who are big fans of it. Genuinely,
And season 3 was some of the best television superhero stuff I've seen in a really, really long time. It was really, really good stuff. Really, really good. It's just that whole thing that becomes a meme and stuff like that. People just get so. I think it like you can like judge things too harshly if you like hear or see something that's like not with context of something like that, and you can't judge a movie by that. I think if you hear other people's opinions, but if you hear someone that like genuinely likes it and genuinely recommends it to you, but like if a couple of people recommend it but some people think it's shit, I think it's important, especially if it's like really, really divided. Like I think there was a certain movie that came out recently that was like really, really divided. I think it was the Lightyear film. Actually.
Yeah, at this point, like what like mainstream film that comes out like isn't really, really divisive. Like I feel like,
well, like it was such like a half middle of like 5-star to nothing. Usually it's like mediocre kind of thing. People give it like 3 or 4 or 2, and then like there's a couple of ones, and then there's like 5. It's like something like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I would argue that would be kind of critically panned negatively, but I think a lot of audience reviews would be kind of have a genuine enjoyment of that.
Yeah, especially like for people that grew up with it. Like going back to like what we were saying earlier, like people aren't like gonna be saying it's a masterpiece or anything, but like it left more of an emotional impact on them, like especially if they watched it as kids than you know like a lot of even better films like would. And I think that's like it's the emotional impact that like I think is most important in general.
Yeah. I think it was the first Scooby-Doo movie. There was a scene where it was like, you're the best dog in the whole world or something like that, and he was like, who's your friend, Scoob? I think it was like Shaggy in like disguise or something. He's like, who's your friend, Scoob? And he's like, Ricky or something like that. And it's like, when people as kids saw that scene, it kind of resonated with them definitely, because it was powerful acting, and it was a genuine scene that really connected with people. And even as a kid, and like if you like judge it on its own as a film, it's still really, really well made, and a lot of it still kind of holds up. And like that Garfield film, that first one, made a lot of money, and that's why they got a sequel, because people went back to see it. So it is what it is, I suppose. And some memes really catch on, some memes don't. It's just, it depends really on what kind of connects with people.
I think definitely 2022 isn't over yet, but like I think the defining meme of this year, I can't see anything topping Morbius.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like,
Yeah.
some people haven't even seen this movie and feels like they don't want to see it just because it's so hated. And
I've seen like I've had like one friend on Discord tell me that he's like he hasn't seen Morbius, and his whole thing is like he's heard so many memes about it that like it's been like built up as this like just like insane thing, and he feels like now if I watch it, it's not going to be as special because like
yeah,
I
that's
felt
kind of true.
I prefer the idea of Morbius, you know?
Yeah, I had a weird dream the other night. I watched No Time to Die, and I haven't seen the movie. I haven't
Oh.
seen any of the Daniel Craig movies, and I don't know why. I had a dream that I watched it, and I don't know why.
That's weird.
I know. It wasn't like any Bond movie I've ever seen before, and it was like I like had like a full story in my head, and it was so strange. I don't know why. Why
Huh.
does that happen?
That is unusual.
Yeah. Maybe I like watched an action movie before it that night and just
Possibly.
like, recreating that with
Possibly.
No Time to Die. But yeah, it's so strange, and yeah, especially like I think a lot of things are like changing in the world rapidly, here and there, but I think genuinely meme culture is evolving every day, as
Sure.
well as becoming a lot more advanced. I don't mean like it's good and bad. Like there's a lot of really really creative creators out there who do a lot of good stuff that create stuff that is really funny, and I look forward to seeing what they come up with. And then there's sort of keyboard warriors that have editing softwares and kind of make some filth or make some kind of
As our man Callum's Corner would say, some the filthy little meme monkeys.
meme monkeys, yeah. Although like some of them are absolutely amazing. And
Yeah.
I think he knows they're amazing as well, but he's just like,
He doesn't want to admit it.
yeah. But I think a lot of it, even like PewDiePie or something, like becomes a bit of a meme at times, or like there's like certain like quotes as well. Like I think even like the Doug Walker and stuff like that at a certain time, if you like go back to like out of context clips, and I feel like memes
Yeah.
as well. So, you know, I guess like the biggest thing is what we can ask is what is a meme and stuff like that. And I think it's I think a meme is something funny that you see on the internet with either text or a funny video of that's edited in some way. I think that's basically what a meme is.
I think that'd be like, yeah, like I don't know if I had to explain it to someone that somehow never heard of a meme, I guess that would be how I do it.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, it's funny. Like you also mentioned about like memes evolving. Like I think specific like formats and stuff like can evolve a lot as well. Like back in the early 2010s, like it was all about like the fucking Rage comics. If you remember those, like with the you had like the troll face, you had like the guy spinning, you had his cereal, like all that stuff. Like in some capacity is coming back.
Oh, it's still kind of there.
Yeah, like ironically, like yeah, but like. I mean, I kind of like it in the way they're back, and I feel like even that there's people like making like ironic memes about it because like they grew up with like the genuine versions of those memes, and it's like it's funny to look back on those because like they're so like I'm trying to think of a good way to think about this. Like they're so like simple, but like in a way that kind of makes them special. Like they're just like I'm trying to think like how to describe it. It's just like like it didn't take like a lot to like make people laugh at that point because it was all so new to them. It's like you go back and look at a lot of the Rage comic stuff. It's like a lot of just like really like incredibly simplistic jokes.
Yeah.
But it's like that's kind of why I like them though.
Yeah. No, I understand.
There's like a purity to them almost.
Yeah. There's definitely like a purity to certain memes that are, around and stuff like that. But then there's other things where they just, feel ungrateful and like some. It really depends on your humor. I don't really mind what you do laugh at, but you have to admit like there's some cruel like
you know, some people call them dank memes, but you know, like there is a certain point where you're just like, this isn't even funny. This is just cruel. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
just kind of cruelty. You know, it's I don't know. I think it's the difference between American and British humor as well. Like British humor is like very kind of there's something pure about it, and then a lot of like American stuff is like really, you know, there's a different style to it. I think I don't know, even if you like compare American sitcoms to British sitcoms, like even if you like change the accents around, it's still like there's a difference to it. You know what I mean? There's that sort of humor, and I'm not like knocking both cultures at all. It's you know that they both have their really really good ones, and they both have the really really shit ones. You know, but yeah, there's so much of a big mix. But I genuinely think that the majority, because there's so much of it out there, and they're like really easy to create as well. Like you can like create it in seconds now, especially with your Play Store. Like it's almost like free to do it. So, you know, it's a lot of it's like genuinely shit. You know?
Yeah.
But the good ones are really really good.
Yeah, you gotta have the shit to appreciate the gold.
Yeah, like I really don't like the what's it called, the ear rape.
Those are terrible.
Yeah, they're
most
really
of the time. Like,
yeah. No, I think all the time. Honestly, I've never laughed at one of them. So
I feel like in very specific circumstances they can be funny. Like very specific ones, like they have to be like, for one, like they can't, it can't be the whole joke.
yeah,
Like I don't think like loud. I don't think like having it be loud is like actually funny. That's just annoying. But like, I don't know, I feel like if it's just like if it's placed like selectively, like in the middle of like, and like I'm just using like I'm a YTP example since that's where I've encountered the most. Like if there's like a joke sprinkled in, if there's like one or two jokes like in a YTP that considered ear rape, then it's like the fact that it's like so like unexpected. Like I think that can be funny, but like people like who overuse that as if it's like
yeah,
a good enough joke on its own. It's just like, no,
yeah,
stop it, get some help.
yeah. Or what was it? Like, you know, you'd have like Callum's Corner on YTP of him, and like, you know, it'd be like in the middle of it, and like you'd hear "Here We Come," but it's like ear rape, and just for no reason at one point you're just like, what is this? Or you'd like get one where it's like, hey guys, Gotti, oh, do 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 do, and it's like, you know, R.I.P. You know, it's stuff like that. I just shut the fuck up, like honestly.
Yeah, no, that's
Shut the fuck up. Yeah,
yeah, stuff like that stuff's more like annoying to me than anything.
yeah. God, no. Imagine like having like, I don't know, like you have loud kids or something, and for then you're like looking after your cousin or whoever and stuff, and like you have them like on their tablet, and they're like they have that noise going off, and you're like, please, can you eat your dinner, please, or can you do this, please, while I'm trying to do this, and you just like have someone like screaming in one corner, and then you just have like, hey guys, and all this is just God.
You'd feel so
Chaos.
betrayed, like you
Yeah.
go to a YTP to get away from that shit.
Yeah, it's yeah, no, it's not even like YTP, but you know, it just even like some edits on Instagram or something like that. It's such a different vibe now, 'cause so many people are doing it. It's just so advanced in a good way, but also in a bad way. Like it's just some things you see, but oh well, you know, it is what it is, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's almost like like edits that are made are almost like they're almost like a modern form of fan fiction as well. In a somewhat slight way, you know.
Yeah, and like some of
Yeah.
them like are just fan fiction. Like you've shown me some of these before, but like they're the for some reason like it's always like Disney princess and like DreamWorks movies where like people
Yeah.
like will edit together all these scenes and they're like shockingly well done.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even like you find so many of these like out there and it's just like I find it weird that like there's like there's so many people like who are just like I don't know like how so many people like happen to be like this good at editing and like also like really like enjoy this very niche concept.
Yeah.
It's like they'll make edits of like one I always see is like Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians
Yeah.
and Elsa from Frozen. It's just
Yeah.
like they'll make like an entire like fucking like
Movie, really.
yeah, like romantic drama about the two of them, and it's like,
Yeah.
how?
Yeah, I know.
Like
it's
I wish I could like I wish some of
Pitch
these, I wish like more of these people like show like behind the scenes videos and like how they do this stuff because
Yeah.
it's like genuinely like there's like
It's
a
really
lot
well
of talent
done.
that goes
Yeah.
into it, and it's like
Yeah.
you know, but like something like so like weird and specific, but it's like I mean, I think it's like good to like, yeah. I mean, I'm sure like it's good like have people like who are like this good at editing, like actually making this stuff. But
Yeah.
it's
If I was that good, I'd have a lot of Tai Lung stuff out.
yeah, Tai Lung X Tigress.
Tai Lung X Angelina Jolie in
Oh.
live action, like
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
yeah, that'd be really interesting. Really
Yeah.
interesting stuff. Yeah, there's like so many that are made, and not only that, but I mean like some of the modern YTPs as well, with Callum's Corner, like on his embarking journey, you know, freeing like the. Was it North Korea or something? He's there with a sword.
Something like that, yeah.
I saw one where it was like him like freeing them, and like at the very end they had the the vegan song he had. It was
Yeah.
like the instrumental to that. He's like walking away with like the sword.
Oh man.
Oh, so there was like ones where he's like embarking on an adventure to like stop Tesco and stuff like that.
I remember there was that one where it was like it was like it was like Ian Moore like eating Santa Claus or something. So then like it was like Callum and Tom had to go on an adventure to like to kill him and free Santa Claus. That one was amazing.
Oh man, some people that create that are absolutely incredible. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's only like continuing to evolve. Even like people that do not only just memes but like fan edits in general, like it's just evolving so much. I think it was the writer of The Last Airbender was saying that he received a drawing, like a fan art of the Aang, I think the name was, and he was saying when he used to receive that and be like, oh cool, wonderful, I'll sign that and stuff like that, and it would be cool. But nowadays, he was saying some people will get that drawing, get a digital copy of it, be able to edit it in a certain way, give it a mouth to move, make it move, and literally bring it to life. Honestly,
Yeah.
and it's really like disturbingly, really, really well done. Even with Treasure Planet, I think that's like the scariest because like it literally looks like a scene from a second movie. Like it really, so many good edits of it, and it's incredible. It's really, really good stuff. So
Yeah, like you'd be like when the show was probably first coming out, he'd get like some kids' drawings in his fan mail, and he'd be like, "Oh, that's cool. Like, look at all the kids." And it's like, you know, like nowadays he'd be getting like fans messaging him like, "Yo, here's my entire 2 hour. It's my like entire fucking 2 hour Aang X Danny Phantom edit. I hope you like it."
Aang goes to Tesco. Or, no, it's Aang and Father Ted.
Oh wow.
Be really creative.
Airbender Ted.
Yeah. Oh man, I think I'm happy that Tai Long is catching on as a meme now. I'm really
Yeah,
happy
yeah.
with that.
You've been a day one diehard fan for Tai Lung.
I was like the first time I saw him as a kid on that telly when I watched Kung Fu Panda for the first time. I knew this guy is cool. And like
that's when you found it. That's when you first found out you were a furry, of course,
yeah,
on your screensaver and
Yeah.
everything.
yeah, he's just I don't know. I've always liked him as a character, and when I saw that become a meme, I just got so happy. I was so incredibly overjoyed.
It was like watching your own son like graduate from college.
Basically, yeah. And whenever I see that quote, I'm like, yeah. It's not because people are making fun of that scene. It's because genuinely, like, it's a fun thing. You know what I mean? And yeah. How much time Okay, we have a few more minutes. There was a certain thing as well. A meme that became meme was another Star Wars one was I don't like sand, and I think people like misunderstood what that actually meant. He was actually on about Tatooine and stuff like that, and how different it is here, the contrast between Naboo and Tatooine. That's basically what that was, but people kind of meme it as this certain thing. It's the same with the line "Hello there," which people, that is the first line that Alec Guinness says in the original Star Wars movie. That's why that was a kind of recreation of that. But obviously in the new Obi-Wan show, he got to say that.
Yeah,
But, yeah,
I didn't mind it then because like.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah, like I mean, I would have thought like if he said hello there in the actual show, like that could have kind of gone wrong and been a bit like too on the nose. But like, I think like it was done tastefully enough because it's like it's the first thing he says to Anakin in A New Hope. So it's like it's the first thing he says from beginning, like chronologically. I actually think that's quite nice.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's
And also, I'll say like. As someone who's been like as someone who like who does enjoy going to the beach, I can definitely say like as someone who's gotten like sand stuck in their shoes and like all in their clothes and everything a lot of times. Like I'm just gonna be honest, like Anakin was kind of spitting facts.
yeah, he's spitted facts many times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he had the hottest woman on the politics anyway. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He was smart lad. Anyway, like yeah, there's so many like memes that are great and memes that are good, and they will continue to evolve, and they will continue to be crap, and they will continue to be very very good as well.
Yeah. I think if I had to point to a single year that I think was like this one year was like maybe the best for memes, I think I'd point to like 2016.
2016.
Because like just looking back on like all the memes that came out that time, it's like we had like the B movie, entire script of the B movie. We had We Are Number One. There was like, I'll say there was like all the like the Trump and Hillary stuff, which like at the time was actually quite funny.
I'm pretty sure my head does not look like a TikTok actually came out in 2016 as well.
There you go again, like for all the Callum friends and the members of the corner. And there was like God, like so much like Pokemon Go as well was another one. And there was like
I play Pokemon Go.
I play Pokemon Go
Every day. Every day. I play Pokemon Go.
Wait, that was based. That was based as fuck.
Yeah.
And there was there was Dat Boy, the frog on the unicycle, classic. There was like there's too many to mention here.
Yeah,
like there was
2016 was quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, for like every couple of weeks there was just like a new banger coming out.
Yeah. 2016 was good for memes, really bad for movies. In my opinion.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah. Good. I would agree. I would agree.
I mean, Rogue One was quite good, but other than that, like, it was pretty bad. I mean, maybe Tarzan was alright, but other than that, there was Arrival as well was quite good.
That was good, yeah.
And other than that, it was kind of, we had the Independence Day and, other kind of things. So, yeah, just a lot of good memes, but a lot of other kind of terrible things that came out and stuff. So yeah, it's they will continue to evolve anyway. I wonder what will next become a meme. I feel like all the DreamWorks movies will eventually all be memes. I feel
Yeah.
like
Like, what DreamWorks films haven't been a meme yet? Like, we've already had Shrek, Shark Tale, B Movie, Madagascar, Megamind.
I'm pretty sure Over the Hedge has one.
Yeah, Over the Hedge has been memed before. Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon has been as well. Not quite to the same extent, but like there's
Yeah,
there's
there
memes
is,
about that.
And Hiccup X Miranda from Brave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Her name's Mirabelle. Actually.
Oh,
You
Maribel. Sorry.
Yeah, you fucking fake fan.
Sorry.
But yeah, there's been all those. Trolls didn't really get any memes, so yeah.
I mean,
I mean, the whole film's kind of a meme anyway, so it's like,
Boss Baby,
oh yeah, loads for Boss Baby.
Kung Fu Panda. No.
Yeah, yeah, of course, there's been loads for that. Like, there has been like more DreamWorks films that have become like massive in meme culture than there has been not.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's really really interesting stuff. I think the 2D animated ones will at one point. I mean, like some people don't really talk about them, but I will recommend you watch them. They're actually really really good. So.
Yeah, like I kind of can't wait. I hope like Prince of Egypt becomes a massive meme just because like that's like such a serious film that like the whole idea that like it could become like a Shrek-esque meme is just like funny to me.
Or like even like Legends of Sinbad is like really serious. And,
Yeah.
Like, the idea of like the Michelle Pfeiffer character being meme is like so funny to me.
And actually, even
They were laughing at that, yeah.
yeah, they love us so much. Even like thinking on the 2D animated ones, Road to El Dorado, I've seen like quite a few memes of that. So like,
Oh yeah. Well, that is kind of in that comedic element
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, no, I'm really happy. That's an awesome movie.
yeah,
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's like so many that can become a meme. I think the next one, hopefully, if it catches on, if Spiderwick catches on, I'm the man. I was the king. Of
I
it.
want everyone to know like if Spiderwick ever becomes like a big meme, this man here
Is the reason
he
for it.
walked so all of you Spiderwick memers could run.
Yeah, I mean, they should at least not. No, I wouldn't expect payment. I know they are doing a Disney Plus television show. I would like to either voice Molgarath or one of the goblins, if that's okay. I would be very, very happy to do that.
I would also like to voice one of the goblins if you're interested, Disney, because I know you're watching this.
Yeah, I know you're listening to this, and yeah. Well, I hope that all of you are keeping well, and I hope that all of you are going to continue to keep memeing. Just meme with responsibility. Always remember that, and you can like and dislike anything at all, if whatever it is, and just always remember that, and be respectful, stay hungry, be kind, and stay positive with everything. And just try to stay okay and stay safe, and do whatever it is that you want, unless it's completely against the law, because breaking the law is kind of cringe.
Yeah, I mean, kind of sussy. I think kind of cringe, kind of sussy. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you can't stay safe, then at least go like further in the opposite direction and like do something like really stupid, because you know. If you're not going to be safe, just go all the way.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. One more for the road, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. The Funky Podcast.
Woo!
The Funky Podcast.
Woo!
The Funky Podcast.
Woo!
We're doing a podcast.
Doing your mom.
Get off the loo. Get off your shoes. Here's what you're going to do.
Just like we did your mom.
The Funky Podcast. The Funky Podcast. The Funky Podcast. The Funky Podcast. The Funky Podcast.
The Funky Podcast. The Funky Podcast. The Funky Podcast. Thank you for listening and take care.